Polio is a highly infectious disease spread mainly through contamination by fecal matter, killing and paralyzing thousands of children annually. Though there is no known cure for it yet, the good news is that 3 injections of the vaccine provide nearly 100% immunity. To see to successful eradication of polio, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has pledged $1.9 billion. In this video, we'll discuss the news in detail. Make sure you stick with me to the end. Without any further delay, let's get into it. A new commitment to help end polio. Today at the World Health Summit, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation made the announcement of committing $1.9 billion to support efforts to end all forms of polio globally. The announcement was made ahead of a key pledging moment that will be co-hosted by Germany and the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, GPEI. This new financial commitment will help carry out the 2022 to 2026 GPEI's polio eradication strategy, which aims to get rid of wild polio virus in the last 2 countries that still have it, Pakistan and Afghanistan, and stop new strains of the virus from spreading. Nearly $5 billion has been given to the Global Polio Eradication Initiative by the foundation. Bill Gates, the co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, said that they are close to getting rid of polio, but even though they've come a long way, the disease is still a threat. He highlighted that the world can end this disease if everyone works together. He also thanked Germany for co-hosting this week's events and for its long-term support of getting rid of polio. Bill Gates also urged other donors to support the strategy to get rid of polio so that no one gets paralyzed by it again. On October 18th, Germany will co-host the Global Polio Eradication Initiative pledging moment at the World Health Summit, where global partners, donors, and country leaders will make more commitments to the 2022 to 2026 GPEI strategy, which needs $4.8 billion in funding. If the Global Polio Eradication Initiative gets all of the money it needs, it will be able to reach 370 million children every year with polio vaccines and other important health services. Global Polio Eradication Initiative works to improve relationships with communities, help governments deal with outbreaks, and speed up the rollout of a next-generation polio vaccine. Melinda French Gates, co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, said that the fight against polio has done a lot more than keeping kids from getting sick. She added that it has been a key part of strengthening health systems. Polio workers have been very important in dealing with COVID-19 and getting the word out to communities about how important it is to get vaccinated against diseases that can be prevented. With its strategy 2022 to 2026, the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, GPEI, is working to make it easier for polio campaigns to work with other health services and important immunization programs. To stop outbreaks of variant polio virus in a more sustainable way, it is important to keep using the novel oral polio vaccine type 2, which is an innovative new tool. Investments in the Global Polio Eradication Initiative also help strengthen national health systems and make sure that countries are better prepared to deal with future health threats. The strategy also shows that the Global Polio Eradication Initiative is still committed to achieving gender equality at every level of the program. The last steps to getting rid of something are by far the hardest ones, but the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is still committed to a world without polio, and its CEO, Mark Sussman, is hopeful that this will happen soon. Their investments in getting rid of polio not only get them closer to this important goal, but also build long-term resilience by improving healthcare infrastructure and making sure they're ready to deal with future pandemics. Working closely with governments around the world, the Global Polio Eradication Initiative has helped cut the number of polio cases around the world by more than 99% and prevented about 20 million cases of paralysis from polio since 1988. Even with this historic progress, routine immunization breaks, false information about vaccines, political unrest, and the terrible floods in Pakistan in 2022 have shown how important it is to finish the job against polio. Another worry is that countries that thought they had gotten rid of all types of polio viruses have recently found new cases of the virus. In September 2022, the United States and the United Kingdom both confirmed outbreaks of variant polio virus. They were added to the list of outbreaks kept by the World Health Organization. In 2022, Malawi and Mozambique both found cases of wild polio that came from somewhere else. Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, became the Global Polio Eradication Initiative's 6th core partner in 2019, which made their work together even stronger. GPEI will keep working to stop the spread of viruses and get rid of polio by using the oral polio vaccine in immunization campaigns. Gavi works with the Global Polio Eradication Initiative to help low-income countries by giving them the inactivated polio vaccine. Let's quickly talk about the foundation of Bill and Melinda Gates. What is this foundation all about? The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation works to help all people live healthy, productive lives. They do this because they believe that every life has equal value. In developing countries, it focuses on improving people's health and giving them the chance to get out of hunger and extreme poverty. In the US, it tries to make sure that everyone, especially those with the fewest resources, has the chances they need to do well in school and in life. The foundation is based in Seattle, Washington, and as I already mentioned earlier, is run by CEO Mark Sussman. Co-chairs Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, and the board of trustees tell him what to do though. What about the Global Polio Eradication Initiative? Well, GPEI is a public-private partnership led by national governments. It has 6 core partners: Rotary International, the World Health Organization, WHO, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, UNICEF, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance. Next up, let's discuss the top 5 world's most charitable billionaires. According to Forbes, the world's most generous billionaires have collectively donated $169 billion in their lifetimes. But here, we'll focus on 5 of them that very much stand out. Coming first on our list is the billionaire couple Bill Gates and Melinda Gates. Bill Gates and his then-wife, Melinda Gates, started the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in 2000. The co-founder of Microsoft and his wife promised to give away 95% of their wealth. By 2010, they had given away $17 billion to their foundation to help fund health projects and fight poverty around the world. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has done a lot of good things in its 22 years. It was one of the founding members of Gavi, which was set up in 2000 to make it easier for people in poor countries to get immunizations. The foundation has given more than $4 billion to Gavi, which is now a key player in getting COVID-19 vaccines to countries that are still developing. Next on our list of most charitable billionaires is Warren Buffett. In June 2021, Warren Buffett, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, gave $4.1 billion to charity. This brought his total lifetime donation of Berkshire Hathaway stock to about $41 billion, based on the market prices at the time of each donation. Buffett, along with Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, started the Giving Pledge in 2010. This is a campaign to get the world's richest people to give most of their money to charitable causes. As of January 2021, 231 people from 28 different countries have signed the Giving Pledge. Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan, Charles Francis Feeney, Bill Ackman and Larry Ellison are among the people who signed it. Then we have George Soros. George Soros of Soros Fund Management started the Open Society Foundations in 1993. This is an organization that mostly gives money to international causes, community development, social services, health and education, and has projects in over 120 different countries. At the beginning of his career as a major philanthropist, Soros gave scholarships to Black South Africans living under apartheid. He also helped open up the exchange of ideas in communist Hungary by paying for academic trips to the West. After the Berlin Wall fell, Soros created the European University as a place to teach people how to think critically. Next up, we have Azim Premji. Azim Premji is the founder and chairman of the Azim Premji Foundation and is the first Indian to sign the Giving Pledge. He is also the chairman of the Indian consulting and IT company Wipro. His foundation, which he started in 2001, is all about education in India, where only 69% of people in rural areas can read and write. In 2018, Azim gave a huge amount of money to the Azim Premji Trust to help improve education in schools all over the country. Wrapping it up, we have Charles Francis Feeney. For several years, Charles Francis Feeney gave money to the Atlantic Philanthropies without anyone knowing who he was. In 1997, his identity was revealed during a business dispute. Feeney gave more than $8 billion to charities, universities, and foundations around the world over the course of 40 years. The former billionaire shut down the Atlantic Philanthropies in September 2020 after the nonprofit had reached its goal of giving away all of Feeney's wealth that year. That concludes today's video. If you found the video helpful, please do consider giving us a thumbs up, and don't forget to share the video with your friends and family. See you next time.